What's up, guys? Welcome to the LA Breakdown. My name is Tony. This is our first episode, and we're going to get right into it, no matter how nervous I am, because this can fail completely. We're going to find out. All right, so today we're talking about LAFC and the big news coming from the Galaxy camp. Javier Hernandez, Chicharito, is coming to the LA Galaxy. I don't think I said Chicharito right. Chicharito, Chicha, I don't know, whatever. Javier Hernandez coming to the LA Galaxy. Big news. Main reason this is making a lot of news is because a lot of people who are huge fans of him from when he's playing with Chivas or when he was, or he's a Mexican star pretty much, are upset that now he's playing for the rival team. And I wanted to talk about that because I wanted to make one good point about how good this is for the entire MLS. I'm going to use myself as an example. Before any of this, about 4 or 5 years ago, I couldn't care less about soccer. I am the perfect example of someone who sees a team like LAFC, sees their potential, and a good example of how good LAFC was at making a lot of noise. Anybody that knows me would tell you that the only reason I would watch soccer is when the World Cup will come around and I would root for the USA. But yeah, this is huge, huge. Making another point with last year when Galaxy had Zlatan, who also is a player who got a lot of attention because we had Vela, they had Zlatan. Everybody went nuts at those games. The top game we had is when we finally beat them, and it was here at the bank, and everybody watched that game. Everybody was glued to their TVs watching that game. Now, both teams had horrible defense that day because we scored on each other a lot, but it was a lot of fun to watch. And that's the point I'm making with Hernandez, who is, yes, he's going to the rival team, but it's going to be good for everyone. It's going to be good to watch those games. Everybody's going to be excited on that first game. I think the first game is May 16th. I don't know. But I'm definitely going to be there. And I don't understand where all this hatred part's coming from. It's their people are upset because their big player they looked up for years is playing for the rival team, and F this, F that. Vela and Hernandez are good friends, by the way, and those guys are too excited. They're very excited, and that's the reason for us to fight. And I know, I guess I'm just looking at the bigger picture here, where we get to see two stars playing against each other. And imagine if you win that game, the first one, which I'm so hoping we will. It's going to be great. It's good for MLS. It's good for LAFC. Good for Galaxy. One thing that I also wanted to make this first episode on was the whole rivalry thing. It really pisses me off when you get people who, like, they'll see someone with a Galaxy jersey and immediately just start to hate or just say something to that person. And the only thing I can start off by saying is that we're not a gang. I've grew up not around gangs. I've seen a few, and that's not what we are. None of us have nicknames. Well, some of us do, but they're not gang related. And it really takes me off to see stuff like that. You get that a lot with Dodgers versus Giants stuff. At Dodger Stadium, a lot of knuckleheads want to act stupid, and you get that sometimes here too. And that's the kind of attitude that I don't want to associate myself with. You see someone with a Galaxy fan, cool. I mean, what did you expect? I mean, really? Like, okay, so you get an LAFC versus Galaxy game, and you go to the game here at the Bank of California Stadium, and you see someone with a Galaxy jersey, and you're shocked. Hello? It's a Galaxy LAFC game. They paid for the ticket to be there. They want to have fun too. I have quite a few Galaxy friends who, when I see them, we like to, make jokes about each other. Their popular one is that we're Chivas USA. That's a reference to what the team used to be. And I always respond with the same thing. Hey, listen, we saw something wrong and we fixed it. And here's where we are now. You guys pretty much didn't do anything besides those championships. Okay, they got me with that. But anyway, point I'm trying to make, it's fun. It's fun to have that kind of rivalry. It's fun to enjoy that kind of game. And when you look at the big picture, it's exactly like I said what MLS needs. It's exactly what LAFC needs. Galaxy could use a little help. I just said that. Even with their championships, did anybody pay attention to them before? Now, I'm not trying to make fun of you guys, but like I said, I wasn't paying attention to soccer before either. And I used to drive by the stadium when it was Home Depot Center. Then take the StubHub. Those guys changed their name like people change underwear, I swear. But when it was Home Depot Center, I used to watch them tailgate, and I thought to myself, wow, that looks like a lot of fun. But it never really attracted me. I went to one. Oh, but by the way, my credentials for LAFC are as follows. I used to, like I said, I don't know if I said that. Did I say that? I don't know. I worked there as a bartender, um, and pretty much walked in there with just wanting a job. I got hired. I got lucky enough to work in the suites, the Figueroa Club, which if you haven't been there, well, it's a little expensive. I only was there because I worked. I could never afford to be in there. But anyway, it's very luxurious. It's a cool spot to watch the game in, and that's where I was bartending in. And it was that first game we had here at the bank where we played the Seattle Sounders, and it was a 0-0 all game until Laurent Simon came up for the free kick off of Vela, somebody tripping Vela, if I'm correct. And he scored the free kick because the Sounders goalkeeper couldn't hold on to it. The place went nuts. That's all it took for me to just understand what this club is about, and more importantly, to start following them. And like I said, I saw Galaxy first. Never paid attention to them. Never really cared about what they were doing. And, around those times, the Lakers were winning championships and they were getting a parade. Galaxy were winning championships and they were just getting a good job. At least I don't think there was a parade. If there was a parade, let me know. I don't mind being wrong. But anyway, all I'm saying is all this is great for the rivalry of Galaxy versus LAFC. And if we could just learn to keep it cool and keep it fun, it's going to be a lot of fun for everybody. I know I'm excited for that first tailgate, getting there and seeing all of us together about to play our good rivals. Galaxy fans are welcome too. I don't know if anybody's ever told you guys that. When I'm going to tell you that, you guys are welcome at the bank. If anybody got a problem with that, you really don't know what LAFC is all about. As corny as that sounds. But yeah, this is great. Touching back on the Hernandez situation, I mean, the first thing when I first heard about it, I'm like, wow, I did think to myself, why would he sign with them? Why not LAFC? But that's just being selfish. And I'm glad he did it. I don't know how cool it would have been those games with Vela and Hernandez on the same team. They would slaughter teams. It would be kind of boring at one point. But no, we want a good challenge. We want a good show. And that's exactly what we're going to get. And I could not be more excited about this. It's something that this whole league needs. People always want to say that MLS is kind of like the laughing stock when someone comes from Europe. They said about Zlatan, he came here to retire. He never did, by the way. He went back over there, started playing again. And now they're saying the same thing about Javier, that he is coming here to retire. Does that matter? Say he was coming here to retire. Can't you just enjoy the game? Can't you just be glad that he's here? I mean, not all of us could afford to go to Europe to see him play. Now he's coming to Carson, and Carson isn't that far. And then when he plays against us, you want to see your favorite player play. You want to see him play. He's going to be at the Bank of California Stadium, and it's awesome that he's going to be in the Galaxy jersey. I'm sorry. It's cool. Would I have want him to play for LAFC? I don't know. Yes, maybe. But this is so cool. I can't stress that enough. This is going to be a good season. I hope this is the year we'll take it. And we play that game. We beat them. Beat them in the playoffs. It's going to be even much a sweeter win, just like last year's game versus the Galaxy when we finally beat them. And we had to watch Zlatan walk out of that field with his head down. And then he made that gesture because he was so pissed off. And then that's it. We never saw him again. That was one of the best feelings ever. And that's the kind of stuff that we're going to get here. I don't know if Hernandez will ever do something like Zlatan did when he walked off the field, but still, it's exciting. It's can't say it enough that MLS needs this. It's going to be a good season for both teams, and the fans, all of us, need to just be happy that this is happening. I'm going to end this episode with that. Again, this is just the first episode, kind of introducing everything. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Go ahead and subscribe, and tune in for the next episode. The LA Breakdown is going to be coming up with more interesting stuff, and we're going to keep spreading all kinds of news. This is a podcast I want to do, by the way, about anything. I want to keep an open forum for all kinds of good conversations, and yeah, go LAFC.